Bunch formations have been dominating Madden 25, in large part because most coverages and even coverage rules were absolutely broken. However, with the latest Madden 25 patch, there was a new coverage rule implemented into the game that is absolutely locked down and dominant. And in today's video, I'm going to break down how you can use this secret coverage rule to lock up the offense. Let's get into it now. YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. And in today's video, I want to break down how effective cover 4 quarters is after the latest patch. Now, I recently made a video showing you guys how good the cover 4 palms is. Well, in this video, I want to talk about cover 4 quarters because they put the box check coverage rule back in the game. This rule essentially allows you to lock down compression formations, especially bunch and tight, where guys are abusing flood concepts like corner, flat, streak, which is the go-to bread and butter of many people's offenses. This rule was in the game years ago. It was very good. For some reason, it got taken out, but it is back now, and it's making a huge difference. In the past day or two since the patch, I've run a ton of cover 4 quarters, and it has done a great job for me. Very, very, very good. So I want to show you guys how you can run this. You can run it from any formation that has cover 4 quarters. I'm going to simply run it from the 3-3 odd. The nickel 3-3 odd is one of the main defenses I've been running after the patch. They actually put cover 4 quarters in nickel 3-3 odd. It was not in 3-3-5 or 3-3 odd before the patch. It is now. When I'm running this defense, I like auto flip on with default alignment. That's how I run it. I turn my option defense to conservative. And zone drops you should leave on default. If you put your zone drops on the specific yardage, it's just going to cancel the match rules. Now, I want to break down how exactly this works, and we're going to show a few different examples of it. Again, you could technically do this from any formation that has cover 4 quarters. There's quite a few. But, just for something basic, let's start with, like I said, the basic flood corner concept where you have like a flat, a corner, a streak. Now, again, this can be applied to any sort of bunch formation. It could be bunch offset, bunch nasty, strong offset. Doesn't really matter. Now, when I say the strong offset, I mean the strong bunch strong nasty. The bunch strong offset, like in the Chargers, actually, there's 4 offensive players on one side, which can affect match in a lot of situations. So that is kind of the one exception where it's a little bit different. However, with all that said, this is how this coverage is designed to work. So you guys can see on each side of the field, we have a quarter flat and 2 deep zones. The deep zones are outside quarter. They're basically quarter deep zones. The safeties are in inside quarters. The outside corners are in outside corners. Now, what's going to happen here is like these players right here, the 3 rec, the quarter flat, the 2 deep zones, they're essentially what's referred to as the box. You guys can see if you even look at the shape of these 4 players, they almost line up in a box. You see like the 4 corners right here. And they're basically going to latch on to routes and basically do a great job against bunch. People have been abusing bunch so far this year because other than stick switch, you kind of had no shot until now. So what's going to happen here is this quarter flat is going to take away the first offensive player that goes in the flat. It really doesn't matter, and I'll show you examples of this. If the tight end's on a flat, or if the outside receiver is on a flat, whoever is going into the flat first, he's getting taken away, right? Now, that's what the quarter flat does. Now, the deep zone by the corner, he's basically taking the second guy into the flat, even more so like sideline area. So this would be like a corner route, maybe an out route. Second guy breaking towards the sideline, that's what this guy's job is. Now, the safety, technically, he oftentimes would be technically responsible for breaking routes over the middle. But like in most cases, this is going to be the guy that latches onto like a streak or something going down the seams, in more so Madden terms as far as what people do on offense. Most people are going to have like that streak, the pull, the clear out route, right? That's what he's going to do. Now, this 3 rec hook, if we just left him alone, most of the time he would be responsible for, again, the guy basically breaking over the middle field. So like if there's an in route, he could be responsible for that. Oftentimes, I use the 3 rec myself because, like, a lot of times I just don't want to rush 3 people. Now, if I did rush 3 people, I could technically just let him do his thing. Oh, wow. My zone's got, like, glitched or something. We're going to have to reset the play here. But that's basically how it's designed to work. Now that you understand that, let's actually show it on the field against this route combo and a few different ones as well. Again, doesn't really matter the play. Just want to show a corner streak flat, right? Without having to stick switch. So here I'm just going to control the guy on the safety. I'm sorry, on the blitz angle. I'm not even going to do anything. I'm not even going to use or anything. And watch what happens here. Now I know I got screamed at as I was dropping back, so I couldn't even get the ball off. But if you take a look at the replay here, everything was covered the way it should be. If you look here, the quarter flat, he took away the tight end into the flat. If you're looking to get better at Madden 25 and win more games, sportsgamers.com is the place to be. Check out my Madden VIP membership where you get access to all of my Madden 25 content all year long. You'll get access to every offensive and defensive game plan I release, all of my secret premium tips that I release every week for my VIP members, and finally, access to my VIP community with guaranteed updates all year long. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. Let's dominate together, boys. And then, this corner on the outside, he took away the corner route. Safety took away the streak. Everything was boxed. You'll see here, like the 3-rec hook is sitting in the middle field, waiting for that in route. And then the flat over here was taken away by the linebacker. Now, this is actually huge if you look at the corner streak, because what was happening before the patch a lot was the safety was trying to get the corner and the outside corner was trying to get the streak. Basically, the opposite is what happening here, and the positioning was just very bad, and oftentimes both would be wide open. But here, neither one is wide open because they're, the leverage and positioning is perfect. Everything is covered. Now, like what I was saying earlier, it doesn't even matter who is on the corner, who's on the flat, who's on the streak, it's going to work right. So like here, if we change up who was running each route, it would make zero difference. Again, I'm just going to control the blitzer. I'm not even playing coverage, and check this out. There is going to be nothing open. There's going to be nothing open. Look, the streak's taken away, the corner's taken away, the flat's taken away. If we try to chuck that, that's a breakup or pick every single time. Every single time. Now, again, doesn't even matter who's on the corner route. We could change that up. So like, let's put this guy on the corner route, this guy on the streak, and him on the flat. So now this is more of something you might see from like maybe a corner strike, something like that. And you'll see that if we try to hit this, it's still really not going to do anything. Still's played perfectly. So you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, like this defends the compression flood concepts very well. What is something the offense could do to kind of break this rule, right? All you really need to be aware of is people creating the rule of 4 where they have 4 guys on one side. Other than that, this really does lock down the flood concepts very, very well. And you even saw the receiver corner route wasn't that effective. It's only the tight end corner route that gets open like this because it's quicker breaking. Now you might say to yourself, oh, what if you stem it down? Sure, there's all sorts of different route combos and possibilities, but as a rule of thumb, this is a great coverage for bunch flood concepts. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.